Welcome back to yet another episode of Behind the Game. I'm your host, Grace Mott, and I'm so excited to be joined today by men's tennis players Ewan Brown. The team is heading into their playoffs this weekend up at Edinburgh University on Friday, May 1st. Now, Ewan, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, hi everyone, my name's Ewan. I'm a sophomore, my major is marketing, and I'm from, as you can tell by the accent, I'm from England, the UK.
As I mentioned, you're about to head into your playoffs. How are you feeling and preparing mentally for that?
Yeah, feeling good. I think the team's very excited that we've made it this far and like a big turnaround for the team. So we didn't start the season very well. Um, in terms of like preparing and practicing, I think at this moment it's just kind of sharpening the tools and the things that we already know. Everyone knows how to play. It's just kind of can we do it when it matters. Um, Yeah, me personally, I've been trying to focus a bit more kind of mentally, making sure that I'm going into the matches like playing loose and feeling confident in my abilities, and I'm sure the rest of the team's doing the same.
Yeah, and tennis is kind of one of those that's a solo sport, but also a team aspect because you guys have those doubles.
Yeah.
How do you feel when you go into them? Do you feel any pressure when you're by yourself or feel confident when you're with somebody else? How do you feel?
Yeah, I think anyone that tells you that they don't feel pressure is lying. So, so yeah, definitely some pressure there. Because you're playing part of a team. Every match counts. The doubles point. You need to win 2 of the 3 matches to get that point for the team, and then going into the singles, every match counts. So you're not only playing for yourself, but you're playing for the team. But I think it's nice to look at that in a good way as well. Like obviously the saying of like pressure being a privilege.
Yeah.
And yeah, just getting used to that match environment and being able to compete and make it count for the team.
Yeah. You are one of our 3 teams here that compete in a different conference. Everybody competes in the CACC, but you guys compete in the PSAC, the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. How do you feel playing sort of a tougher competition over there?
Yeah, it's a great improvement. I think last year we had a bit of an odd situation where we were still in the CAC, but it was only 2 teams.
Okay.
So we played them 3 times, and it was kind of like the best of 3.
Wow.
And it was like, yeah, it was a strange situation. So it was great going into the PSAC, having like a full season, and then on top of that, being able to go in and perform. And like Edinburgh, they've won the PSAC the last 5 years in a row, and we had a very close match against them in the season. Managed to get the win there, so hopefully we can do the same going on
Yeah,
Friday.
definitely heading into that mindset and then heading into the championship, hopefully.
Yeah, exactly.
One thing I ask all my athletes is what it means to them to be a student athlete. You're balancing lifts, practice. I mean, you just ran up here from practice.
I know, right?
So how do you find that balance of being a student first, but then also an athlete?
Yeah, I mean, of course, it's a challenge. It's quite a nice one. I quite like keeping busy. The main thing is just time management, just making sure that you can plan ahead your week, fit in your schedule. Like if I'm, so like today, I think I started at 9 and I don't finish until after this, like 5.
Yeah.
It's a long day, but like, you kind of take your chances when you can. Like if you have a break, a couple hours, just fit in whatever you can. But
And how did you adapt to that coming from England too? You're a sophomore, so is this only your second year being here?
This is my second year, so I'm still pretty new to this. I'm like, but
Well,
no,
you seem to be killing it.
yeah, it's good and also enjoying it. I think that's the main part. Just kind of even on the when you're feeling overwhelmed, things going on, like it's nice to take a moment and still think that I'm lucky to have these things going on.
Yeah. Turning to your teammates, like
Definitely,
you guys are a
definitely.
family at the end of the day almost.
Yeah, definitely, we're very close.
Yeah. Before we go, I want to wish all 6 of our teams heading to the playoffs the best of luck. We will all be cheering for you guys. As always, thank you for joining me on this week's episode. Join me next week as I talk to our last spring sport, men's baseball.